Start it.
Don't overthink it. Podcast.
You listen to the Don't Overthink It podcast. I'm Brian,
And I'm Daniel.
and today we're talking about bitches, money, and weed, son.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. No, dude, last night I was watching Good Burger.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good fucking movie, man. You watch Good Burger?
Old school.
Yeah.
Don't remember. Good,
Nickelodeon?
was it? Good Burger. Welcome to the Good Burger.
Yeah.
Can't take
dude,
your order.
that movie. Dude, they don't make movies like that anymore.
Dude, that's old school.
90s, bro.
Was it Keenan and Kel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was good, dude.
Back in the days, man. Nickelodeon. All that. Do you remember all that?
Oh, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's where they had the Good Burger skits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doug was dope, man.
It seems like cartoons nowadays suck. You ever stop and look at the cartoons on TV nowadays?
Dude, I don't dig them.
They're not the same. They're making the same anymore.
No.
What happened to, what is it, the Rugrats? Doug. Some other, Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
Cow and Chicken.
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Dude, don't tell me you didn't want to be a Power Ranger when you were younger.
Bro, I wanted to be the Pink Ranger so bad. Dude, yeah, that was awesome. See, honestly, I got into karate when I was younger because of Power Rangers. Because I remember I would watch Mighty Morphin and I would watch Tommy do all these moves.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that dude's so fucking smooth. I'm trying to be that smooth. And I remember I signed up for karate. It was $100 a month.
Dang.
Yeah, and I started doing karate. And I remember I quit because the instructor was like too military style. Because he'd always yell at me. Be like, no, kick harder,
Wow.
kick higher. Yeah, so I didn't like that, so I quit.
Yeah.
I was in 4th grade, I think.
Dang.
4th or 5th grade.
Did you get belted? You didn't get belted?
Nah, bro, I was still a white belt, man.
Dang.
I know.
The struggle.
I was only there like a month. Karate.
Dang.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a stripe?
Nah,
No
bro.
stripes?
No
Dang.
stripes. I know, right? But yeah, I
The
remember that
struggle.
was the reason I got into that, man.
Yeah, I remember when I was little, I had a sword. You know those fake plastic swords you get at the swap meet?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd walk around telling people I was gonna kill them. I was like, in Spanish, I'd be like, "The way I matar."
That's some gangster
swing
shit,
with
dude.
the fake sword.
God damn. That's some gangster shit.
Yeah, I was heavy into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That was a good show, man. Like,
Yeah,
it's weird because it's like, I do feel like TV kind of does affect you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that did affect me. Like, what affected me in my childhood was watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Dragon Ball
definitely.
Z was
Dragon Ball Z, man.
Yeah,
Because I remember I would always watch, like, when Goku would go Super Saiyan.
yeah.
That was, like, the best part of my life. And I remember for the longest time, dude, I thought I could become Super Saiyan when I was little.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, dude, I had no doubt in my head. Like, literally, no doubt in my head. I was 100% sure that I could become Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And then one day I got really mad
Yeah.
because my babysitter, her daughter, pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I was in my room and I'm like, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. And I remember I tried so hard to go Super Saiyan, dude. And I'm like yelling and tensing up, trying to go Super Saiyan, trying to make my eyes roll back. And then, like, I remember nothing happened, and I was so disappointed because I was like, what just happened? Like, I didn't become Super Saiyan. And I remember after that day, I was just so disappointed because I had no doubt in my head that I'd become Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 8 years old, but I was super sure that I could be a Super Saiyan. And then when I finally tried it, I didn't become Super Saiyan, and I was like, dude, what happened? Like, I was just all confused, man.
It's like that kid on YouTube. Have you seen that video? He tries to go Super Saiyan.
Oh, yeah. I remember that bummed me out, man. That
Man.
sucked.
Yeah, it's like when you're younger, you fully engulf yourself in whatever you watch. Like, you believe it. You feel it.
Yeah.
You just feel it.
To an extreme, definitely.
You feel like you're part of that world. Probably because you're little and you don't know that's not real.
Yeah, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how you could watch the same thing when you're little, 10 years from there, and it's two different worlds. Like, literally, it's two different worlds, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
You don't have the same connection to it.
Yeah.
Like it's so strange because it just, I don't know. It's almost like, I don't know, because it's like when I was watching Power Rangers back then, like I was just so into it. And I'm like, dude, this is amazing. Like, look at him. And the only thing I'm thinking is just like, oh my God, I'm in awe. I'm not really thinking. I'm like, just, it's like you become one with it. You know what I mean? And now when I grow older and watch it, it's like, oh, bro, those special effects suck.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that dude, he didn't really punch him there.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, dude, was that even a real backflip? Come on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, now I'm like finding all these flaws. And it's like, no, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like pinpoint what's wrong with everything. You know, like, I wish I was engulfed in it as much as I was when I was a kid.
Yeah. It's because I think your imagination is just so huge when you're a little kid. Like you're open to anything. Like you don't really know that reality is reality. Like this is real, that's not real.
Yeah.
Like because I knew a little kid who was heavy into Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Heavy into Spider-Man. Every time we'd go over, he was like 5 years old. From the time he was like 3 to the time he was like 6. His only word that he knew was how to say was Spider-Man. He's like, I'm Spider-Man.
Wow.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. And you see him like just running around trying to jump on walls. He'd like try to shoot you with his web.
Yeah.
Because he was so engulfed in that reality.
Yeah.
That, I guess, reality quotes.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's sort of what you do when you're smaller. Also, when you like watch a good movie, don't you ever watch a really good movie and you're really into it and you just forget everything around you? You just forget everything and you're just in the movie and you feel it.
Yeah. Like, I think if like most adults had the same type of fearlessness and like not mentality but openness, yeah, as you do when you're a kid, you'd be so successful. Because dude, when I was a kid, I was like fearless basically. I mean, because I was 8 years old, dude. 8 years old, I'd walk like a mile to the library. Like, dude, like down the street, you know, in the ghetto, like where there's a bunch of gangsters. Like, how the fuck, like, how did I not get kidnapped or raped? You know what I mean? And I would go and ride my bike, and there was this, like, little hill that you would go down, and it was so cool because you go down this hill, and it takes you through this cool trail, but in this trail, there's a bunch of hobos down there that live there.
Snap.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hobos that just live there, dude. And it's like, how did I not just, I don't know, how was I not afraid of that when I was 8 years old? I was just going everywhere. Like, I would ride my bike around town. I would just, you know, walk to the library. I would walk to Burger King. It would be a mile away, and I was only like 8 years old, dude. Like, fuck, how the fuck?
I think when you're younger, you're way more ambitious.
Yeah.
You feel like you can do anything when you're younger.
Yeah.
I think you should feel that way even when you're older. Because think about, like, when you're a little kid, all the stuff you wanted to be when you were little, right? You're like, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a policeman. I'm going to be a lawyer. You change so many different times. That's probably because you have so much ambition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I was little, the first thing I wanted to become was a doctor. Yeah. And then I realized like all the blood you had to work with, and I was like, oh, bro. Yeah. And then I wanted to become a fireman. And then after that, like it would just keep changing, you know. It keep changing and changing. It's like because you had so much ambition.
You're finding out so much about the world. It's like, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. And you feel like you can do it as a little kid. You just feel it.
Yeah, I mean everything seems possible. Everything seems possible. You know,
you don't know like the extent of what reality you can actually do.
Unfortunately, yeah, dude.
But I think it should be like it should be that way even when you're older. Like you should feel like you can accomplish anything. Like if you look at a goal, you should be like, yeah, I can accomplish it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, see, because when you're a little kid, like you think you're gonna like, let's say you think you become a doctor, you know, like you have no doubt in your mind about it at all. Yeah. Like you're like, I'm gonna become a doctor, and I know it. You know, but when you're like older, you're like, fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll become a doctor. Maybe I can't pay school. Yeah. Maybe this is going to get in the way. Yeah. Maybe I got to do this. And it's just the millions of possibilities.
You start overthinking it.
Yeah, and it's crazy how it goes from literally zero fucking like you got zero anything like holding you back. You got zero doubt. And then when you're older, you literally have like millions of things. Yeah. You know, just like making you doubt yourself. Yeah. And it's like, dude, if only you could have that when you're older.
I think you can.
You'd be so much more successful.
I think you can, but you really need to be like have the will to think that way. Yeah, because I know as of recently, and I start to think that you shape your own reality. You shape your own reality. If you have a positive mindset, you're more inclined to do more positive things. More positive people are going to want to be around you. If you say you can do something, like I'm gonna pass this test to get into nursing school. I'm gonna fucking do it. It's already done in my head. It's done. You start to do things that are more inclined for you to succeed.
Because look at the confidence you have when you're a little kid, man.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking much confidence, like to an extreme.
Yeah.
You know, like what's so cool about being a little kid is you're filled with confidence. You have no filter whatsoever.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck. So you take it all in. You are mega trustworthy of everybody. You trust everyone. You're pretty gullible about everything. You know, and like it's cool because it's like you trust everything. So you give it your all. You know what I mean? Into everything and everybody. Yeah. You know, everyone that you meet. And you got like this endless confidence and this endless fearlessness. You know, your biggest fear is fucking monsters under the bed. Yeah. You know, something that's not even real. You know, you're not afraid of the real world yet.
And you see with little kids, like they'll get on bikes and they'll just want to go fast, or they'll want to jump off couches or something, and the parents will be like, no, don't do it, it's dangerous. But little kids are like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna do this. They're just trying to, I guess, live it up in their own little world, in their own little imagination.
Because it's strange how, like, where along the timeline do you go from being a kid to an adult? Like, where along that timeline do you start kind of losing that part of you? You know what I mean? Because I know people that are older and they're old people and they're still like little fucking kids. You know, they're like little kids. It's almost like they never change. Yeah. But then there's also people that as they get older, they get way more bitter and way more just cynical,
serious.
Yeah, and serious. It's just, you know, they just like they stray away so far from being a kid. They're like almost no longer related. You know, like now when he was that person that was a kid to now is two totally different people. Yeah, I mean, and there's some people that are, oh no, it's still similar. You still have that part of you.
Like you're a kid at heart, like some people say.
Yeah,
you're a kid
exactly.
At heart.
Yeah. It's like
I think it's okay to be like a kid sometimes. In that ambition aspect and that confidence aspect. Obviously, there's things you're not going to be gullible. It's not good to be super gullible. It's not good to be like unrealistic sometimes. Like you try to jump off a building. Probably shouldn't do that, man. You're not going to fly. But having confidence, having ambition, we should all have that all the time. Because I think you accomplish more things when you have that attitude. That childish. That's a dumb word, I think. Childish. You have a childish attitude.
Childish.
Good.
But the thing is, like, when you're a kid, look at your imagination. Yeah. It's just so huge, you know, like it doesn't end. You have crazy imagination, you know, because I remember the crazy things I used to think when I was little, like, what about this? What if this happened? What if this? It just goes on and on and on and on, you know, and when you become older, it's almost like your imagination just diminishes. Yeah. You know, like, it diminishes as much as you let it, because you basically let it diminish, because it's almost as if you think like, oh, well, you think of this, you're like, but that's impossible. You know, that's impossible because when you look at physics, that's impossible. You know, or when you look at that, you know, that's far from reality. Or no, that'd be too difficult. Or no, this, like you had an excuse for like your imagination's trying to go left or it's trying to go right, it's trying to go up, it's trying to go down. But you keep stopping your imagination from going to different places because you're like, you find an excuse. You know, you find an excuse for every single thing. You know, like if I think of something like, well, what if this happened? Then I'm like, no, but that's impossible because scientifically that wouldn't be able to happen. Or my imagination goes this way. I'm like, no, but you know what? Then I wouldn't have enough money and this is this. You like stop yourself, you know? Like now when you're older, you stop your imagination from growing. Like you set all these barriers and walls around your imagination so it can no longer expand. Yeah. And when you're a kid, it's endless, you know? You don't give a fuck how much money you have. You don't give a fuck if like science says it's impossible. Like you don't give a fuck. Like it just goes wherever it needs to go. Yeah. You know, and that's why like I love being around kids because they got no fucking filter. Yeah. And their imagination is just endless. Yeah. You know, if you tell them something, it goes straight into their brain. Yeah. You know, you don't tell them something and they think about like, is he lying or is he not lying? No, could this be true or not true? You know, they don't think that. It just goes straight into their brain. Yeah. And same thing for what comes out. Whatever they say, they don't have a filter for it. They actually say what they feel. You know, a kid feels something and they fucking say it right away. They don't think, okay, how should I word this so I shouldn't hurt his feelings? You know, or how should I word this that way I sound smart? Or how should I word this that way he understands me? You know, they don't think about that. They just fucking say it. Yeah. You know, and that's what I love because it's like it's so genuine. It's so real. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, so I don't know. Like now with like adults, it's like, how real is it? You know? Because the thing is, how many people filter the things that they're about to say? You know? How many people are like, well, I'm considering that person's feelings, so what I'm about to say, I have to really think of the words that are about to come out of my mouth. So now you filter the words and you edit it like a writer. You know, you edit the words now. Like, oh, well, I was about to say this, and this is what I'm really feeling, but let's throw that part away.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm considering of that person's feelings.
Yeah.
You know, or you know, like they edit it. You know, they filter. You know, people filter what comes in and what comes out. You know, so I feel like when you do that, you're not getting the real thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like a lot of what's real is being lost now. You know, you're not getting the real experience. You're not getting the real thing.
Yeah, you like leave stuff in, you leave stuff out.
Yeah, so you're not getting the real thing. It's basically like everybody's just bullshitting themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, you see that a lot with like the truth. Like when the truth, like tell me the truth. It's like, well, that happened. No, the truth. Like we always run things through a filter. It's like you were saying, we filter everything we say, and sometimes we do it so much that we do it like subconsciously. Like we just do it. We don't even think about it. It just comes out.
Yeah, that's why I like people that don't have a filter. Like I really do. Yeah, it could be a bad thing, but I like it because it's genuine. You know,
it's honest.
Because I've met people that don't have a filter, and people are like, whoa, that person's fucking rude, or whoa, that person's retarded, like, or whoa, that person says like things that should not be said. You know, like that person's really too out there. You know, they're a little too personal. It's like, yeah, but I like it because they don't have a filter.
Yeah,
you know, they're not cutting things out of the paper. You know, they're not like that. You know, the whole page is written and they're not editing it out. You know, because I want to know what they really want to say. You know,
they're not gonna bullshit you.
They're not bullshitting me. You know. Because I'm not hearing what like what I want them to say. I'm hearing what they want to say, which I like, you know. But because that's what a lot of people do. They basically just, you know, cut the words, and it's like, well, because they're considering, you know, your feelings or whatever it is.
And there everything has its place, you know. Sometimes you might wanna. Sometimes you're not gonna just be fucking putting people down all the time. But it's important to be 100% honest. Because I feel when people lie, like lying, I don't like the idea of lying. Me either. Like, why lie? Even if it's a little white lie. Yeah. I think it comes back to haunt you.
Yeah. But it does disturb me how sometimes you have to. Like, for example, like job interviews. Yeah. Everybody fucking lies. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, so yourself.
Like, you're not yourself whatsoever. I don't think anybody is at job interviews, you know? Yeah. You have to act like a fucking robot. Yeah. Well, I would be good for your company because this, and I would exceed in this. And it's like, dude, like, first of all, you don't talk like that. Like, that's not really what you're feeling. Like, you know.
I think that's a good point, but I think that would be jobs where you're not yourself. Because let's say let's say I want to get a job as a barista, right? I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna be myself. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about coffee. I'm gonna be myself. Why? Because they're gonna hire me, myself. Let's say I go for an office job. Yeah. I'm probably gonna be more formal. Definitely. I'm gonna fucking BS my interview because I want to get hired. Yeah. And I think it goes to wherever you're gonna get hired, what job you're gonna do. If it's the job where you belong, you're gonna be yourself. Definitely. If it's the job where you probably don't belong, you're probably gonna BS your way around it. So maybe there might be some people who go to that job where it's like, I'm gonna be really formal, but that's kind of who they are. You know, they're intellectuals. They're really, you know, nonsense, straightforward, and that's probably where they belong. Yeah. But we'll BS a lot when we go to a place where we don't belong. Yeah. That's where the BSing happens.
Definitely. No, I definitely agree.
But I think it's important to be just yourself all the time. That way you do fall where you belong. You fall into your place. That sounds weird. Like you fall into your place. I get it. But you know, you go where you should be going, where you're supposed to go, where you're gonna have a good time, where you're gonna enjoy your job. If you're yourself, people who like you are gonna be around you. You're not gonna have to deal with so much BS. Yeah. Let's say positivity is your thing. You know, you start being more positive. You go into job interviews more positive. You get a workplace where people are positive. Everything's good, gravy. Yeah. And those negative people are gonna just fucking go away.
Yeah, because it's like if you act a certain way because that's what people expect from you,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like you're not gonna be yourself. Like if you want to say fuck and dude and bro and shit and cuss, then do that, dude. Like that's you.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be formal and you are formal, then be formal. You know, but if you want to act formal because it gives you this false image when actually you don't even talk like that. You talk all whatever, bro-ish or ghetto or whatever, whichever way you talk. You use a lot of slang. If that's how you really talk. Like then just talk like that. Just be yourself. But if you're like, oh well, I'm gonna start talking formal because it makes me seem more professional and it makes me seem more older or it makes me seem more credible. It's like no, just be yourself, dude. Just talk the way you talk.
Yeah. Like, haven't you ever met a teacher where a teacher is like really cool, and they cuss? So it's just because that's who they are.
Yeah.
But then there's teachers who are like really formal, and then you talk to them like outside of class, or you see them out somewhere and they're cussing and they're just talking normal. It's like whoa.
See, because
dude, you just put on a front.
I've met people that when they talk, they use big words.
Yeah.
That's how they talk. They talk intellectually.
Yes.
That's how they talk. They use really like big vocabulary. They got a lot of different words. Then I've met people that use a lot of big different words, but they only talk like that to make themselves seem smarter.
Yeah.
When it's like, dude, you don't really talk like that. You're just using big words to make yourself seem smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's those type of people also.
You put on a front. I think a lot of people put on a front because they want to be validated. Because a lot of people want to be validated. We want to be socially validated. Everyone is seeking validation.
Yeah.
And that's why you see people addicted to likes on Instagram, Facebook, because they want to seek that validation.
Oh, yeah.
You get that little dopamine rush when you see a like on Instagram. Like, yeah, I'm trying to collect likes. I got 43 likes.
Yeah. It feeds to the ego.
Yeah,
it
does.
It feeds your ego. It feeds the confidence, I guess.
Yeah.
But it does feed your ego when you get, like, you post a picture or something and you get likes. It's like, people are paying attention to me. People are acknowledging me. It's like a rush for some people. Like some people, because I've noticed people that just fucking post pictures left and right, and it'll be like, dude, you just took 20 selfies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I think one was enough.
Yeah.
But it's because it's like a rush, man. It's like a rush that they get. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
They get a bunch of likes and it's like, like people are acknowledging me. I'm getting attention. Yes. And that kind of stems, I guess, from probably some shit in the past.
Yeah. Because there's been studies that show that Facebook likes are actually the same chemical response in your brain as heroin.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why people get addicted to Facebook. People get addicted to the likes.
Man, that's crazy.
Also, you see it in social settings when people are really apologetic. I know I used to be very apologetic, and I used to want to please everybody before I started being just myself. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think people are afraid to be themselves because they don't want to be judged. Because your ego is on the line when you're yourself. Because when you're yourself and someone shuts you down, they shut yourself down. They shut your own personality down. They shut you down. Yeah. But when you put on a front, you protect yourself. Yeah. So it's like if they shut down the front, you're like, okay, I'm still okay. They shut down that front.
Yeah. Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? How people do that? How they act as somebody else, but it's like, if that person doesn't like the person you're acting as, it's like, oh, who cares? I'm just playing an actor.
Yeah. I'm still okay. My ego is still okay.
Yeah. It's like me acting as, like, let's say I'm an actor and I start acting as somebody else in a movie, and then people are like, I don't like you. And it's like, well, I don't care because I'm just acting. You know, that's not really me.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how a lot of people fucking do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people just are they're actors.
Yeah.
It's so strange to me because that's a lot of people. Like, a lot of people that I've met and that I know are basically just actors in a fucking movie.
They're actors in real life?
Yeah, they're actors in real life. And it's strange because, like, I just know, like, dude, that's not how you feel. That's not what you're thinking. That's not you at all. Like, why are you acting like this? Yeah. It's so strange.
It's the ego, man. We're trying to protect it. Well, a lot of people are trying to protect it. But if you just let it go, you just let your ego go and you're just like, I don't care. You're going to accept me or you're going to hate me. That's perfectly fine. Because I know, like, let's say your reality, right? This is your reality. In your reality, you could be in your own head, you could be as cool as you want. Yeah. Right? In your head, you should be the best person in your own head, right? You should be like, I love myself. I'm fucking awesome. Yeah. In your own head. America. Obviously, you shouldn't take it too far to the point where you get like really narcissistic and douchey, which some people do. That's why fucking douchebags get away with dating really like girls.
Oh yeah.
But let's say you're yourself, you're laying your personality out on the line, and someone shuts you down. You're still going to be the same person 5 minutes after that person walks away.
Yeah.
What changed?
Exactly.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed, bro.
That's one less person you have to deal with. Okay, that person doesn't like me.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that sucks is when that happens, it hurts a lot because you just showed yourself, you just bared yourself, and somebody rejected you. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa, like I was 100% myself, and you didn't like it. Fuck, you know. That's why, like, with guys, this happens all a lot, dude. Like, how many of us like act in order to get laid? Yeah. You know? How many of us guys act like a different person in order to get laid? Yeah. You know, like, and that's why when a lot of guys they act as a different person and they try to get laid and they get rejected, they're like, oh well, whatever, I don't care because I was just acting. Yeah. You know, you didn't reject me. You rejected the person I'm acting as. Mm-hmm. You know, you rejected this character, not me though. You didn't reject me. Mm-hmm. You know, but that's the thing. Like, if you rejected like that person, like themselves, it would have hurt them. Yeah, a lot.
You probably wouldn't do it again.
Exactly. But since you hurt, like, since it was just like this persona, you just it didn't even hurt them at all.
It wasn't a big deal.
You know. Yeah. But that happens a lot, and I think that's why a lot of relationships fail too at times.
Yeah, because you're acting.
Yeah, you're acting, and then you get in relationships, and it's like, boom, that's real you. Holy shit, you know. Yeah. And that's what sucks with a lot of people, because a lot of people act, and it's not just relationships. It's also like friendships. You know, friendships and just things like that. Just a lot of things. Just, you know, people put up this fucking front. Mm-hmm. They're actors, and what sucks is some people don't realize that they're actors until a couple months in, or a year, you know, or until a certain situation or scenario happens that kind of shows the person's true colors. Yeah. You know, because there's certain scenarios in life where it's like you just can't act. Mm-hmm. You can't not act that out. You know, like everything's gonna drop and it's gonna show the real person that you are. You know. Yeah. If you're an actor, it's gonna be shown. If you're not, then it's gonna be shown.
When things get tough, the real you is gonna come out.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, you can't act your way through.
It's like when they say be yourself. It sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Be yourself all the time.
Sounds very cliche, but
all the time. Just be yourself all the time. Just lay it out there all the time. Uh-huh. And only good's gonna come from it. Yeah. Only the people you want to be around are gonna gravitate towards you.
Exactly.
Because you're just being yourself. And I think it's like
because the thing is, like, even if you're not being yourself and you're acting as an actor, either way, there's going to be people that don't want to be around you. Yeah. You know? Like, you never know. Maybe when you're acting as an actor, the people that don't want to be around you is actually the people that you want to be around you. Yeah. You know? But you're actually pushing them away because you're acting as this actor. Mm-hmm. You know? And, like, you're wondering, like, why can't I find this type of girl? Or why can't I find these type of friends? Yeah. And it's like, dude, maybe you can't find them because you're always acting. Because you're an actor and you're not being yourself. Yeah. Maybe all you have to do to find that girl or find those friends or find, you know, whatever, that job, maybe all you have to do is be yourself and stop acting.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, because people act so much that we don't know who we really are because we're acting all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
That we forget who we are. I know I have in recent times before I started really taking action on who I want to be now. Yeah. I didn't really know what my personality was. Like, am I an introvert or am I an extrovert? Like, I really like being extroverted, but I'm an introvert. But then I came to realize I was so introverted because I was afraid that people were going to judge me for who I really am. And who I really am is a person who wants to be social, wants to be intense. And if I lay my personality on the line, it's going to be there for people to judge. But it's perfectly okay. Yeah. Being judged is okay. That person's going to judge you. Okay, it's fine. It's not going to change me.
Yeah. And that's the thing, dude. It's like people can tell when you're being yourself. Yeah, you really can. Yeah. Like, you can not bullshit being yourself. You know? If you're being yourself, people are gonna know. Whoa, that kid's being himself. Yeah, he's not acting. He's not bullshitting. Yeah. But I think people are so used to being bullshitted on and always dealing with actors and people acting that it's just become the norm. You know. Yeah. That when you talk to somebody and they're acting, it's just like, oh well. You don't think of anything. You don't think, oh, they're acting. It's normal, you know? Yeah. So when you do meet somebody who's being themselves, it's like, whoa, what's different about this person? I can't pinpoint it. Something's different about this person. I like it, you know? And it's like, what you like is they're actually just being themselves. Yeah. That's all it is. They're not putting up a front. Yeah. Like everybody else. Yeah.
It's awesome when you meet someone that's themselves because they're like that all the time. They're not going to change.
Yeah.
They're not going to change.
Exactly.
And I know, like mood swings back when I used to have mood swings.
Yeah.
That's because I wasn't who I was.
Yeah.
I was fucking acting.
Same here, dude. Yeah. Yeah. No, same here. Definitely.
And it's like, dude, you fucking, why are you angry? Why are you sad? Why are your mood's always changing? It's because I was fucking acting. You're just so afraid to be yourself. When you should just like, fucking let it out.
Yeah.
Fucking let it out. Just be yourself.
Yeah. It's like we talked before, like how people try to judge you based on one action or one certain period of your life, you know, a certain time frame, you know.
Cause I know I've had someone tell me, "Oh, you're very over opinionated." I'm just like, am I now, or was I 8 months ago, or 6 months ago?
Oh,
like, do you know who I am now?
You just got schooled, bitch.
Because I think a lot of people do that. That's what I try to do now. It's like, that guy was an asshole in the past, but I don't know how he is now.
Dropping bombs of knowledge.
Yeah, and I think it's so important not to judge someone based on who they were, even like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Because I think in 6 months, people can change.
Definitely.
But it's the willingness to change.
Yeah.
I know people can change, but you have to be willing to change. Yeah, you have to be willing to take action.
Yeah.
Or else there's no progress is going to be made.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because you can tell yourself many times, I want to change. I want to change this about me. I want to change. I want to do this. But you're always just sitting down on, like, just mentally masturbating, telling yourself, I'm going to change. But you never do. You never take action. And unless you take action, that's when you're really going to change.
Definitely.
That's when you start forcing yourself. Oh, I want to be more social. I'm going to be more social. Let's go fucking talk to strangers. I want to be more. I want to get bigger. I'm going to start going to the gym. Start lifting heavy. I'm going to get bigger.
Trying to get swole, bro.
I'm trying to lose weight. You fucking start eating right. You lose weight.
Bro.
See, it's all about taking action.
Yeah.
And taking action is where change is going to come.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, you're definitely right. Because, man, I kind of lost my train of thought.
It's all good.
But, yeah, it's all taking action, dude.
Yeah.
And that is the hardest part, is taking action.
You got to have that willpower.
Yeah.
To take action.
Yeah.
Because we know when something's wrong. You know when you don't like something.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think people could definitely change in a couple months, man. A couple months, a year, like, people could definitely change. And that's the thing, is people are going to change. And, like, a lot of people are always going to change. You know, some people won't, but most people will, I think. Yeah. You know, because we're only growing, you know. We're only getting smarter, you know. Yeah. We're only, you know, learning more about the world. We're only accumulating more experiences of life. Yeah. So people are going to change because, I mean, that it all feeds into you, you know. Yeah. Like what makes a person change, you know, life experience, you know, like all these emotions they go through, like all these different things, you know. So I think people do change, you know, but people tend to always have this image of a certain person based off a year ago. Their last
interaction,
yeah, their last interaction, you know, a year ago or 2 years ago. Yeah. You know, and it kind of sucks because it's as if, like, your last interaction is your only impression of them. Yeah. You know, people don't really think of the good times. They only think of that one bad time. Yeah. You know? Usually, like, let's say you did all this good, but you fucked up once.
They remember the fuck up.
Yeah, they remember the fuck up.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks because it's like, dude, like, that's not... You gotta look at the whole picture. Yeah. You can't just focus on the little fucking notch in the painting.
Yeah. It's weird how we're more, we're more, I guess, not attracted, but the bitterness, where we cling on more to the bitterness than the good. Mm-hmm. Let's say if you eat a meal, like a really fucking bomb meal, and one part of the meal is fucking terrible. Son. I've never had sushi in my life.
Are you shitting me right now, bro?
I had never
Dude, oh my God. I had fucking 4 rolls.
Dude, I saw last Snapchat, dude.
Dude, I fucking fucked that shit up, dude. It was amazing, dude. It was 50% off. What? I was like, bitch, give me 4 rolls. So, dude, I ate shitload of sushi. It was amazing, dude.
Where was that at?
Fucking amazing. It was in Sacramento. It's called Sumo Sushi. Okay. Fucking amazing, bro. Like, that's like my number one food now. Like, I'm addicted. Number one food. Hands down.
Never had sushi, dude.
Top, bro. Number one.
Yeah. That good?
I was like, pho's pretty good. My Chipotle, dude. Chipotle tastes like fucking sandpaper.
What?
I swear to God, dude. Like, that shit tastes like sandpaper compared to that sushi. What? It was amazing, dude. Dang. I was like getting all these omega-3s, son. What's up?
Snap.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I need to go get some sushi.
You gotta get some sushi,
I'm gonna
man.
get some.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go.
I think there's some good places in Fresno.
I think, what is it? Yoshino's? I think. Have you heard of
Yeah,
Yoshino's?
Japanese kitchen too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it.
Do
I'm gonna meet a
man.
random stranger and be like, let's go get sushi.
Yeah, dude. And there's
Boom.
some, some girl sitting by herself. What's up,
Yeah.
girl? Sushi.
Go get some fucking sushi.
Holla.
Hey.
Get you the Yoda. No, but yeah, dude. Back to the conversation. I forgot where we left off.
I have no idea.
Damn it, my bad.
It's all good.
You lost me at I never had sushi.
Never had sushi. Damn.
Kind of broke my heart right there. But yeah, man, it's just
Changing.
Yeah, people try to kind of define you based on one experience.
Yeah,
which is a
yeah.
bummer.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about food. So, let's say you eat a platter of food, like really good food. You eat fucking sushi, right? You got your fucking sushi rolls, bam, on deck. And then you have like one that's really nasty, like one particular that's really nasty.
I'll still fuck up that sushi.
But you're
fuck, bro.
You're probably gonna remember that fucking bad taste. And be like, I'm never gonna get that shit again. That's why we have an aversion towards certain foods that are really nasty. If you get sick when you eat a food, you're more inclined not to eat that food.
Yeah.
That's why when you have a bad experience with the person, you're more likely to remember that bad experience.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think through rewiring your way of thinking,
Mhm.
you let that go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think people evolve at different rates.
Mhm.
Like people will change majorly, drastically if they're willing to change. Their growth
Yeah.
curve will be much higher.
Yeah.
While as other people, it's going to be more stagnant.
Yeah, because
gradual
I've
growth.
seen people that have changed in like 4 months
Yeah.
drastically, like
Yeah.
literally drastically. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, new job. Whoa, lost weight.
Yeah.
Whoa, new friends. Whoa,
Yeah.
new look. Fucking, whoa, more positive. What the fuck in
Yeah.
4 months?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people that just drastically change. And I've seen people that just don't really change.
Yeah, stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people, it's not only changing physically. Yeah, like people do change physically, but also mentally.
Oh, yeah. That's the biggest part.
Like you meet someone that's like, man, you were super shy. Now you're super outgoing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, when did this happen?
Because honestly, I think you could notice more of a mental change than a physical change.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you'll notice a physical change. It's like, well, this is.
Oh, dude, also.
But it's like when you're talking to them, are you still talking to the same person?
Yeah.
You know, because the way a person's mentality is, does paint the picture of how they are. You know, like how we've talked about how you'll talk to you could talk to some girl that's a straight 10.
Yeah.
And then you see the way her personality is, and she's automatically a fucking -3.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and you're just like, whoa, girl, like.
Think about when we started this podcast, early February, right? We started this fucking podcast like 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the same person you were when you first started recording the podcast?
Nah, dude.
Hell no.
Not at all, bro.
No.
I'm over
Just-
here fucking,
fucking
freaky.
eating sushi rolls and shit
Yeah, bro. Fucking walking in the club with fucking doves coming under me.
Yeah.
Just put sunglasses on.
with the fucking
Flip
top
off a
hat on.
bouncer. Yeah.
Yeah, with the monocle on,
What's good?
looking like the Monopoly guy.
Yeah, dude. Getting girls pregnant by looking at them, winking them. No, yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same
It's not
thing.
the same.
Yeah.
Like your perceptions about certain things change. Like I said, if you're open
Yeah.
to change.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you're open to change. Because how many people do you know that are closed-minded? Those people are probably not going to change for a very long time.
Yeah.
But people who are open and they got an open mind, those people are always going to grow.
Yeah.
Because it's like they leave the box open, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like you leave a box open, so you take a lot of it in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you go, somebody tells you their idea, you take it in. You go somewhere, somebody tells you their perspective on life, you take it in. You know, how they
Yeah.
feel about things, you take it in. Their beliefs, you take it in, you know?
Yeah.
But when you're closed-minded, you got this box that's closed. So somebody tells you something, you're like,
I'm not putting that in my box.
Nope.
Nope.
Not putting that in my box. Nope.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you're not going to grow as a person.
Yeah.
You're just going to be the same fucking person
All the time.
you were a year ago or
Yeah.
2 years ago. You not grow.
That's what I was trying to. One of my friends, I was trying to give him relationship advice, and about getting over a girl, and I told him none of this is gonna like click if you don't take it to heart. Because I can sit here and give you all this advice on how to
Yeah.
get over a girl and how to live your life more positive, but if you don't take it to heart and take action, this stuff is just gonna fly by and you're just gonna revert back to the way you were. And then I started seeing him actually take action, and it's completely changing. It's completely turning around.
Word.
And it's by taking action. Goes back to taking action. You gotta be willing to change. It's like things is obviously haven't been like going right. They need to change.
Yeah.
It's like insanity. You're expecting the same fucking result. by not changing anything. Fucking
Definitely.
insane.
That's the thing, man. It's your movie.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna come and save you, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when you're the hero of your own movie.
Yeah. It's like I am Superman in this movie. And fucking Superman doesn't exist because I am fucking Superman. No one's gonna come fucking save me.
Like it's like you're Superman, but you're waiting for Superman to come and save you. Like, no, dude, you are Superman. What are you doing? You know, but a lot of people, that's how they are, man. They play victim. You know, they're like, oh, poor me. Like, why does this always happen to me? And when are things gonna get better? And when's somebody gonna come knocking on my door and be like, hey, you want this job that's gonna make you millions? You know. Or hey, when's that girl gonna bump into me, you know, and be like, oh my, drop her books and be like, oh hey, would you go on a date with me sometime? Like, no, dude, that's not gonna happen to you.
You gotta make it happen.
Yeah, you gotta make it happen. That's the thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you create your own reality, dude.
Yeah, you really do.
You really do.
Yeah.
You know, you create your own reality. I mean, you got the fucking paintbrush to fucking paint the picture. Yeah. So why are you staring at the canvas expecting it to just paint itself?
Yeah, you know? And also I like that analogy because it's like, let's say you have the paintbrush, right? Mm-hmm. And you start painting, but you don't have an idea what you want to paint. So you're like, I'm just painting, and you're hoping it ends up being a masterpiece. Mm-hmm. But if in your head, if you're gonna tell yourself this painting is gonna be a masterpiece, I got the skills. Let's do this. I'm gonna start painting this masterpiece.
And just fucking focus.
And just focus. It's more likely it's gonna turn out to be a masterpiece than if you're just like, I don't know. You know, I hope this turns out a masterpiece.
Some nice stick figures, but yeah
right.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Because that's the thing, dude. You can't just kind of go about it and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna do it. Like, no, you gotta actually like be committed and like willing and focused. Like, no, I'm gonna do it, and this is gonna happen. You know, and that requires a lot of energy, but it's fucking way better than, you know, wasting energy moping.
Yeah. If you tell yourself like you're gonna do something, and you sit around on the couch, you can sit around on the couch telling yourself, I'm gonna make $1 million, right? I'm gonna make $1 million. But you sit around on the couch, you're probably not gonna make $1 million, even if you tell yourself countless times you're gonna make $1 million. And let's say you tell yourself, I'm gonna make $1 million, and you start taking action, you're out there being productive, then you're most likely gonna do things. They're gonna work towards your production, right? Yeah. And that's the way things are. It's if you want to accomplish something, it's about taking action.
No, definitely. Because, like, like we talked about, like I said right now, I'm not sure if that part got recorded, but it's, you know, it's all an illusion until you actually take action. Yeah. You know, because you can tell yourself all you want that you're going to do this and that you're going to be great someday. You know, you're going to make money, this much money, and it's all an illusion. It's all a lie until you actually take the action and steps to actually do it. Yeah. Because how many people in the world do you think tell themselves the same thing?
They're every day. They tell it,
But how many actually take the steps, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, I bet a lot take the first couple steps and they give up after the fourth or the third, because that's when it starts to get hard, you know? That's when it starts to get mentally tough and, I can't do it, and you start doubting yourself. Yeah. That's the thing, you know, it's the only way in is through.
Yeah. And the thing is like you're the only person that's going to doubt yourself more than anybody else. Yeah. People are going to doubt you, but why doubt yourself? Why make it harder on yourself? Because that's basically what you're doing. You're making it harder on yourself by doubting yourself.
Yeah, because honestly, the person that can help you the most is yourself. Yeah. And the person that can defeat you the most is yourself. Yeah. You know, as ironic as that is, it's so true. Because, I mean, you could defeat yourself and you could also make yourself win. Yeah. You know, so why would you choose to doubt yourself?
It's a mindset. If you look at like basketball teams or any teams, it's self-destruction. Like when you see a team just start to go down the shithole, because they self-destructed. They started getting in a bad mood. They started arguing with other teammates. Yeah. And they self-destructed. And that can be same with yourself. Your goals, you can self-destruct. You start doubting yourself, then you're probably going to not end up doing what you want to do. It's just like Neo in the Matrix. Neo in the Matrix, when he had to jump over the building, if he had any little doubt that he wasn't going to make the jump, he wasn't going to make the jump. Oh, it's badass. He had to believe it 100% that he was going to make the jump, and he made the jump. That's the way it is in reality, too.
That's gnarly.
If you're 100% confident that you're going to do something, you're more inclined to do it. Yeah. But if you have a little bit of doubt, it's that little doubt, and that little doubt can screw you over.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
You think about when you take action. Let's say I want to talk to a girl, or I want to do this. I want to go there. If I want to talk to a girl,
Biggest booger.
Dude's big as those over here.
Get those boogers off, man.
Yeah, I gotta breathe.
You gotta breathe. Can't breathe.
If I start thinking, I start overthinking, I start doubting myself.
Yeah.
The interaction it's gonna go shitty.
Oh yeah.
But if I don't think about it and I just approach and I just start talking, hey, how you doing? It's probably gonna go better.
Yeah, like you ever had to like lie to your mom? It's like, are you drunk? And it's like, what? No. It's like, don't lie to me, Brian Garcia. I'm like, what, mom? No. And you start to panic, you know.
Yeah.
But if you keep your composure,
like, nah, I'm not drunk.
I'm not drunk, mom, and you believe it, and you tell yourself, boom, bro, it's gonna go through.
It's like they say, you fake it till you make it.
Yeah, because that's the thing, man. Like what you tell yourself could be dangerous, depending on how much you believe it. You know, because you got to be. If you're gonna believe everything you tell yourself, then you're gonna have to be careful about the things you tell yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of people that they lie to themselves and like, oh man, like
for the ego.
Yeah, and the ego, like in a bad way. They lie to themselves and they believe it. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, they start believing their own bullshit that it starts to become reality. Yeah. You know, because I've known a lot of people like that. They just they believe they buy their own bullshit, dude.
Yeah, it's also like you need a balance.
Yeah.
Because like you can tell yourself, I can tell myself, I'm fucking awesome. I'm awesome. My reality, I'm awesome. I'm the shit. But in my reality, like I know I'm not the shit. But I have to carry myself like I am the shit. But I'm still going to be checked. You have to have that balance knowing, yeah, I'm not the shit, but I'm going to carry myself like I'm awesome. Mm-hmm. Like I'm the shit. Because everybody's awesome. You got to believe that you're awesome. Because if you know that you're awesome, everyone's awesome in their own way, right?
I might, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to carry yourself confidently. Because that's how you're going to get shit done.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. See, because you gotta. I mean, it sounds so cliche and so cheesy and something out of a Disney movie. You know, maybe like I don't know, Cinderella. Nah, not Cinderella. Probably a different movie. But like when people say just believe in yourself, you know, sounds so cliche. It's cliche and cheesy, but no, it's true. Like you really do have to believe in yourself. Because if you really do believe in yourself and you're like, I can do this, then you will do this. You know, because you could have 100,000. You could have like hundreds of thousands of people actually believe in you, but if you don't believe in you, it's not gonna happen, you know, because they could be projecting all that energy into you, but honestly, you decide if you're gonna take it in or block it. You know,
it's all up to you, because
at the end it really is all up to you.
That's a reoccurring theme too that we've talked about. It's all up to you.
Because the thing is, it's like that. How does that saying say? You could walk the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it.
I think so,
right? Something like that. Yeah. I don't know, but it's the same thing. Like, you know, if you're about to jump, you know, from one rooftop to another, and everybody's cheering you on, like, and they all believe in you, that's as far as they could go. Like, that's all they can do is just believe in you. They can't make you jump, and they can't make the jump for you. Like, you have to do it in the end. And it's like, that's when you realize you're in more control of your own life than you really think you are. You
shape your own reality.
Way more than you think you do.
You have more power than you think you do.
Definitely.
It's a good note to end on. Hell yeah. Follow us on Twitter. Let's party. Let's eat sushi. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I want to get some sushi. Follow us on Twitter.
DOTI Podcast.
I got no Facebook.
We got no Facebook.
ChristianMingle.com.
Hit me up on Moco Space.
CougarLife.com.
For our fucking 2 listeners that probably listen to this all the way through, we thank you.
Fucking holla at Tinder.
Tinder game unlocked.
My picture's the one with the llama.
All right. Just remember, people, don't overthink it.